2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Phoenix Suns here at their home. For Phoenix, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. And here we are, game one of the new season. Kenny, every team coming in with a clean slate.
Yeah, because whatever you had troubles in last year, that doesn't matter. This is a new year. Be optimistic until proven otherwise.
I'm just looking forward to spending another year with you guys as family. And Ernie, you're looking 10 years younger.
Thank you so much. I'm feeling 10 years younger as well, Shaq.
Man.
It's all exercise, isn't it?
And you're looking like, what are you? You're down to what, 275?
No, 575.
575.
Lost 15 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Kenny?
I grew some hair.
Did you? Yeah, you did.
That's a wig.
All right. You all still there? Good. We'll
Miss
see you
you
later.
guys too.
A lot of sporty looks on the Phoenix players here in the Valley of the Sun. This is a shot from earlier as they came down the tunnel. And the game arrival sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. That's a great look at our location tonight, the home of the Suns here in downtown Phoenix. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony from the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And that game against the Pacers, it's always interesting for top teams to see how they compare to the best in the East. This will be a chance to see just what this group is made of.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. And it's Oubre in at the 3. Opening day, Chris. In your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, started strong?
Two types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before, and no one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of a year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
A little chip on their shoulder, in other words.
And then secondly, I would say veteran teams. Teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later.
And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
Well, yeah, Kevin, last season was not a successful one for the Bulls. I mean, they had the 5th worst record in the NBA, although it got them a nice draft pick, but it was another step in a long rebuilding process.
And Phoenix pushing it up now. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
The Suns shooting their first free throw tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw, good, Oubre. Here's White. 52 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Levine. Back to White. He kicks it to Porter. 5 on the clock. Will it go? And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for 8. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Saric. Bridges, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Johnson in for Ricky Rubio. Then for the Bulls, Young comes in for Carter. And it's Dunn in for White. Passes it to Baines. Kicks to Bridges. Pass to Booker. Here's the 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
.12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Can they get it? Baines with the block. From deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back to the action after this word. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for Chicago. It's a 10-point game.
Yeah, and a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold, hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating anybody last year.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Chicago right now, inside, it's Young and Markkanen. Satoransky there with Dunn, and it's Valentine, and at the 3, the small forward. Here's Bridges. After Denzel Valentine's bucket, Bridges. That shot off. Excellent D there from Markkanen. And for a player that didn't come in with a lot of fanfare to the NBA, Markkanen is one of the top young players in the league.
Yeah, call him the marksman or the finisher. Call him Larry Bird, if you like. Fantastic stretch 4, who showed he could be a focal point of an offense, can play with an edge as well, and is just scratching the surface of his potential.
Here's Baines after Denzel Valentine's bucket, and the shot goes in.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
The pass to Young. That one's not going to go. And Phoenix the other way now. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Pass to Booker. Now here's Kaminsky. Dunn covering. And the basket by Kaminsky.
Soft touch on the mid-range jumper. Kaminsky taking what the defense gives him.
Johnson against Dunn. Here's Young. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That's good from Young. And so it's Phoenix heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Things were going Phoenix's way from the beginning. A smoldering performance for them early as they shut down everything defensively and were clicking on offense, going 10-0 to start. They were able to string together a nice set of offensive plays to finish the quarter, making their last 4 shots. Second quarter, not quite as good, but still managed to maintain control and enjoy a 7-point advantage at the break. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Suns.
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why their shooting percentage was so high. See it up there, Ernie, in the stratosphere? Anyway, they're mixing things up, which keeps the defense running.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on the Bulls.
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Chris, when it comes to playing alongside another big guy, I'm sure you have to think of ways to complement each other. Not just him, but it's got to be a two-way street.
Yeah, but it starts with chemistry, starts with friendship, it starts with wanting to win. And I played with 2 big guys that come to mind that made me better. Juwan Howard there in Washington, just looking at him throwing a oop, I would miss 2-3 shots in a row, and we'd look and he'd say, "I'll get you an easy one, big fella." And I would do the same thing to him. We're playing with a guy like Vlade that would say, "Hey, wait a minute, Bibby or Peja didn't get a shot. Set a screen for them," and he would pass it to them, and then the next play say, "Now it's your turn, you're open," because they're going to go over there to those guys. We already tricked the defense ahead. So guys that are smart, guys that can pass, and also guys that will say, "Hey, man, you look a little tired. Let's switch. I'll check Shaq this play."
Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Here's White following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Here's Porter. Saric grabs the board.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
He kicks it to Rubio. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Just 5 to shoot. For the 3. Markkanen pulls it in. Bulls trail by 9. Here's Levine. Sweet little floater.
And what about the touch on the floater? Levine making a difficult shot look easy.
Booker against Levine. And here's Booker from deep 3-point range, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Phoenix Suns heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Suns leading by 7. So for Chicago right now, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Then there's Dunn. Then there's Carter. And it's Hutchinson in at the 4.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Aiden. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Now here's Levine. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 8.
I mean, he's a versatile player who can come play either guard position. I mean, Levine continues to impress as the years go on.
And so Levine nails both of them. And here are the Suns now. They've led by as much as 10. Levine against Johnson. He's off on that one. Nice D from Levine. Shoots. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
Johnson against Porter. That one drops for him. Johnson's got his first bucket of the night.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Levine can't hit. And it's the Suns with the ball. They have a 9-point lead. And it's sent back by Carter.
An aggressive defender. Carter Jr. also excels at using his physical advantages to turn shots back.
Here's Levine. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Ayton.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Shooting 2.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. Some changes for Chicago. Felicio's checked in for Wendell Carter. Valentine comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And Zedaransky subbed in for Dunn. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Passes it through a Kobo. Now here's Kaminsky. He's tightly guarded. Here's Diallo. The baseline jumper goes down. Diallo's got the lead up to 11 now for Phoenix.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.